names of John that is appearing here, what will happen then? So in that case, definitely the first option, the first instance will be picked up. Fine. So this is an example wherein we have come across the column number, and column number was working absolutely perfectly fine. Now what if I have some other type of data as well, and I'm not sure whether it is John or Johnny or Jonathan, I'm not sure. So in that case, Excel says that please sort the data. So now what we will do, we are still looking for John. So I'll say I'm still looking for John. Now see what happens. Let's say I say here Johnny instead of John, and I type another name as, let's say, Joe, something like this. So 2 names. Now if you use the same function down, it will not give any result. Fine. Why? Because we are talking about exact match. Now let's see what happens when I say here that I need a appropriate match. So for that, first of all, you have to sort your data. So sorting has to be done based on salesperson. So I say data, and then I say sort. I need a sorting based on salesperson, and then you say ascending order sorted. So now what happens, this salesperson Cherry being starting with C, it comes at the top. So now what I say that I am looking for, let's say Johnny. If you say equal to VLookup, and I am looking for the value Johnny, and the column index that I am searching is definitely number of customers. So before that, I'll just say this is my area, the array, and then I say column index 2 because number of customers. Here what I am saying that I need an appropriate match because I don't know whether John is there or Johnny is there or Joe is there. I'm not sure. So I say that give me an appropriate match. So in other words, I am saying that I already have sorted my data in order, in ascending order. So you can actually look into that particular option. So what I can do, instead of saying false, this time I am saying true. And the moment I press enter, so it still gives me 23. Why it is still giving me 23? Because it sees that Johnny is an appropriate match of John. So let's try the same function here. Let me remove some of the columns. Let me bring it here so that you can see properly. So this time I am saying VLookup, and I want to search for this particular data. My table array remains the same, and I am also looking for number of customers, let's say, which is column number 2, and my data is sorted, so I say appropriate match, true. See what happens. Now Joe is not there in my sales list, but still it is giving me a data. What is happening? The rule is, if you are saying that if your data is in ordered format and you are looking for appropriate match, what it will do, it will search for the best possible fit. So it thinks that everything is sorted. So Harry is actually, you can say that it is becoming an appropriate or something less than John. So what is happening? It is searching for something less than John. So JOH. So it thinks as it's working as an algorithm actually. So if you say JOH, so in order, JOH should come before John. So it is not seeing that whether it is Harry or Fiona that is appearing before John. It simply sees that anything less than John should be selected. So it finds John and it stops there, and then it goes one step ahead. back, and then picks up the number of customers. So I'll just give you the same example we can see here for, let's say, Peter and Michelle. Fine. So let's say I'm searching for Pete. Okay. So there is no name called Pete. However, if I write the same VLookup, you will see that it will give me the data of Michelle. See why? So VLookup and the area remains the same. I am also now looking for same customers, and this time I say true, and see here what is the value it is returning. So it is not seeing whether it is Michelle or Matthew or Mary. It is seeing that if this is Pete, it has to come before Peter. So by that logic, it takes up the previous value of Peter and then punch it that particular data. So for me, I can see that, okay, what is this? I have Michelle over there and it is giving me the customers of Michelle. But no, what is happening? I said that this is in sorted order. So based on sorting, this particular Pete should come before Peter. Based on that, it is just going one step backward and giving me the value. So this is what the difference between your true and false when you use the parameter for the fourth section of VLookup. So the fourth parameter basically to say, so if it is sorted order and if you are looking for appropriate match, go ahead with your true option, the appropriate match. And however, what happens most of the cases, even if your data is sorted, we are looking for exact matches, and in that case we can actually say false over